guys, everything new under the sun. I've got this mighty mouse, and the scroll wheel, the little wheel on top of the little ball, doesn't work anymore. It doesn't scroll down, and it's getting a little jumpy and stuff, and that's common with this. They get crammed up with gunk, which we'll see in a while. So I'm going to go about taking it apart. So there is a rim around it that's kind of glued on, and I've just kind of busted it right off. You can see where it's smashed. It's an old mouse, I don't really care, and that doesn't really affect it anyways. There's a couple of clips. You can see there what I'm prying. 2 clips on the front of it, and then the bottom just kind of pops off. It's kind of held in with another 2 clips, but they're just kind of, I don't know, you can kind of just pry them out. It's on a hinge, I guess you'd say. So this thing isn't too complicated. You can see on the top side there's 3 screws there, and that's what we're going to go ahead and take out, because that's where the ball is, that's where the problem is. I don't have any issue with the laser. I was looking at the new Magic Mouse, but they're all wireless, and I don't want wireless. I don't want extra RF frequency in my office. I don't want Bluetooth running all the time, frying my brain and whatever else. So I'm trying to fix this one. So here it is. We're going to show some close-ups of it. It's pretty disgusting, and who knows what that is, skin flakes and food, and who knows what gets in these things. Whatever is on your fingers, basically, it's pretty disgusting, but everybody's mouse has something like that. So I just took a Q-tip, and you can dip your Q-tip in alcohol, and that's kind of the common way to fix it without taking it apart, but in my case it was a little beyond that repair, because I had done that. So now we're going to take a look at close-up of the inside where the ball sits. So the ball hits those little rollers. There's 4 of them actually, and it turns them. You can see the disgusting stuff stuck all around them, the black and brown rings on them, and then there's little filaments of not hair but felt and whatever else in there. You can see another close-up of that little roller thing, and that's a little magnet thing which kind of rolls, and it interacts with metal, I guess sensors, to the side of each of the 4 little rollers. So the ball can't roll those properly when all that junk is on there. So you got to take them out. Now they're pretty tiny. You got to be very careful and patient. And I will admit, the first time I put it back together, it didn't work. I had to take it apart again because I didn't seat the rollers properly. So pay fine attention to the rollers and where they're sitting, because it's hard to get them back in place. They're very tiny. You can see the little metal tabs there, and that's what the little magnetic rollers kind of roll against. That the ball turns the rollers, and they roll against that. The ball goes right on top of that metal spring there. So once you set the rollers back in, and like I say, they've got to be in the right direction, and they've got to be seated properly and cleaned. I just clean it with alcohol, and rubbing them between your fingers as well gets pretty much all the junk off. And a little bit of alcohol on the Q-tip, like I say, cleans it off nicely as well. And so once you get the ball back in place and those 4 things, then you can put the little cover back on. The cover just came off with a little clip on near where the ribbon is. You just kind of pop that guy off, and then it should go there, and it should roll freely at that point. And if you did it correctly, then everything should work if you cleaned it well. I didn't clean it so well the first time, so clean it well the first time. And then take your Q-tip and clean the inside of the mouse as well, because it gets pretty gunky, as you can see. And then you can go ahead and put the ball on top, the ball configuration stuff. Now you could take the ribbons out of the back of these. I didn't. I just left it all attached. There's enough length in there to do it with the ribbons attached. Just got to be careful that you don't pull anything, rip anything. Worst case scenario, you're out $30 and you got to get a new mouse. But yeah, I looked into the Magic Mouses, and they're pretty nice because they don't have any balls. There's no things to get dirt into. They're just all touchscreen. It's just like a touch screen top on it, I guess is what you should say. Not a screen, but you know what I mean. Touchscreen surface, like a trackpad. And so it shouldn't get dirty. But like I say, they are Bluetooth and they are wireless as well. I would like a wired, completely non-RF emitting, non-Bluetooth wired Magic Mouse, and I would be set. That would be the ultimate mouse, I think. But for now, it seems to work to keep this one up. And like I said, the stuff I've busted off, it doesn't affect its use at all. Works perfectly. So you just stick the bottom back in, snap it into place, and you're away. So this is basically a 10-minute fix to get it going. Make sure the wire is turned around properly. You notice there that I didn't turn the wire around properly. and it just kind of sits there. It doesn't really need to be held by anything. It's held by the wires inside enough. It doesn't really move anywhere. And then go ahead and test it. And like in my case, it wasn't scrolling down properly, and so I did have to go again and take it apart. And I found out that my little rollers weren't set properly, and I did a little bit of extra cleaning as well in there, just to be sure. Always best to do a proper job the first time, so you don't have to take it apart again. But that did fix it, and I am now recording this video, and I'm able to scroll left and right, up and down, as I speak here, as I watch it kind of scrolling along here. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. You know, for the next guy who has trouble with the Mighty Mouse, you can bring them back to life, and it's still cheaper. Like I was looking on eBay, and these cost, you know, $30–$40 plus shipping, you know, which is another $15, $20, $25, $30. So it's still fairly expensive to buy a new one. So you definitely don't want to be buying a new one every time you just get a little bit of dirt in there. And dirt's going to be coming. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do with it. You know, unless you want to buy a new mouse every couple of months, there's going to be lots of dirt get in there. Unless you have super clean fingers all the time. I eat at my desk and all sorts of stuff gets in there, toast, and you know, who knows what's on your fingers there that's getting into it, plus when the kids grab it and that sort of thing. So anyways, I hope that helps the next guy. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay.